This video is brought to you by BetUS Sportsbook and Casino.
What's up, guys? Swift here, covering everything Chicago Bears related. Today's practice was number 14 of Bears training camp. Pads were on, and I'm going to break down everything you need to know. Let's go ahead and get right into it. The first update of the day came before practice even started, as rookie offensive lineman Karan Amegaji was on the field early during positional work and looking more healthy. Ryan Poles was actually on the field watching him. Could Karan be close to being 100%? If he is and he could develop quickly, Karan could be an unexpected addition to either the swing tackle or guard competition. I'll be keeping an eye on this one for sure. Nate Davis remains out of practice a day after Eberflus delivered a message to the media that Nate Davis's job was not safe. He remains sidelined. Ryan Bates remained in at right guard in his absence. Roshan Johnson would get a day off today. I think the coaches just want to see more of Velus at running back. The other players who missed practice today were Montez Sweat, Nate Davis, Tyreek Stevenson, Kyler Gordon, Jaquan Brisker, and Noah Sewell. But Sweat, Brisker, and Kyler Gordon were all on the exercise bikes and doing conditioning work. A good sign for those guys. I think Flus just wants to get some of the younger guys some reps, and he wants these three to be at peak condition and 100% healthy for the start of the season. I don't think there's any reason to worry. And then also Jacob Martin remains out. As far as practice, Caleb Williams started the day off with a couple of big time throws. Odunze cooked Jalen Jones for a wide open touchdown, but he would throw up a Hail Mary style pass in 7-on-7s that was intercepted by safety Kevin Byard. Caleb would throw multiple TD passes to Odunze, who had one of his best practices of camp, making multiple big plays. He had a huge day. Caleb would throw an interception and multiple overthrows, but I still thought it was one of his better practices. He looked comfortable navigating the pocket and stepping up to make throws. I cannot wait to see him in live action. The defense looked like it was blitzing even more today, but Caleb did a great job of getting rid of the ball quickly. DeAndre Swift continues to be a huge part of this offense, and he's made multiple one-handed catches out of the backfield. He's going to have a big year if he can stay healthy. And then Velus Jones would get a ton more work today at running back. He looked really good in a padded practice, holding onto the ball and running through contact. Velus's speed is what makes him a difference maker, and it almost seemed like the players were trying extra hard to punch the ball out when Velus was running today. Maybe something the coaches asked them to do. They want Velus to hold onto the ball, and they want to prepare him for Saturday's game against the Bills. I think he's going to get a lot of reps at running back this weekend. I'm rooting for Velus to have a big game. Travis Homer was back at practice, and he had a good catch from Caleb today for a touchdown. Shane Waldron was mixing things up with the offense today, playing Cole Kmet, Odunze, and Tyler Scott with the second and third team at times, allowing the backup quarterbacks to get some reps with other playmakers on offense. Tyler Scott did have another good practice, making a few big catches from Tyson Bagent, and he also had another nice grab from Brett Rippon. As far as the offensive line, it was the same unit as yesterday. Braxton Jones at left tackle, Tevin Jenkins at left guard, Coleman Shelton at center, with Ryan Bates at right guard and Darnell Wright at right tackle. There were no false starts or fumbled snaps today with the first team O-line, and there were some great battles in the trenches all day long. However, there were back-to-back false starts from the second team O-line today. The bad was that Darnell Wright had to limp off the field and leave practice. He was replaced by Larry Borum, who finished the day at right tackle. Really hope that Darnell can get back. And then it also looked like Ja'Tyre Carter would injure his ankle. He did finish practice, but he was noticeably limping out there. We really do not need any more injuries on this O-line. Shane Waldron spoke to the media today, and he talked about how the team tried different combinations along the O-line. He said it's about getting guys more comfortable and getting them through the season. He spoke about building depth and finding who stands out among our backups. And then before we get to the defense, a quick shout out to the sponsor of today's video. Whether you're looking for Chicago Bears odds to win the NFC North or Caleb Williams Rookie of the Year odds, BetUS has you covered. Special shout out for sponsoring today's video. Click the link in the description below to get a 125% bonus on your first 3 deposits up to $2,000. What are you waiting for? Click that link now. But onto the defensive side of the ball, where it was DeMarcus Walker who would have a big day. He exploded into the backfield on multiple reps and was getting very loud and yelling at the O-line. Love to see D-Walk looking healthy. And Dominique Robinson continues getting first team reps ahead of Austin Booker with Sweat out. More injury news though is Andrew Billings returned to practice, but he too would leave early and not finish. Hope Billings is okay. It was Zach Pickens getting most of the reps in his place. Gervon Dexter continues to have a great camp. He had a couple of great battles against Tevin Jenkins and Coleman Shelton today. He doesn't get to line up against Tev much, but when he does, it's always fun to watch. He would also blow up a run play and stuff Velus Jones for a loss. Dexter would talk to the media today too. Shout out to Herb Howard, who always asks great questions. Gervon said he's a completely different player this year. Watch out for Dexter Danger. The story of the day, though, might have been Jalen Johnson's dominance. Our Pro Bowl corner is having a great camp, and he might look even better than he did last year when he was one of the best lockdown corners in the NFL. Keenan Allen told the media yesterday he hasn't caught one single pass on JJ throughout camp, but he said he was going to get him today. He did not get him. JJ shut down multiple routes from Keenan Allen and broke up passes to both Keenan and DJ Moore today. He is absolutely locking guys down. And you have to remember that JJ also didn't let Keenan get a catch in the Pro Bowl game either when they were matched up. It's absolutely insane that Keenan hasn't even made one catch on JJ yet. Not in one-on-ones, not in 7-on-7s, not in 11-on-11s. He seems poised to prove he's easily one of the NFL's top 100 players. Terrell Smith would have a great camp, but he seemed to re-aggravate his hand or wrist injury today. He had some great coverage and he broke up a deep pass for DJ Moore, but he stayed on the ground and left practice after the play. Overall, it was a great practice with pads on today. A lot of back and forth from the offense and defense. It seemed like probably the most physical practice of camp. The biggest negatives was the injuries that occurred today. Darnell Wright, Terrell Smith, and Andrew Billings all left practice, and Ja'Tyre Carter also got banged up but didn't leave. Darnell would finish practice on the sidelines, talking with Ryan Poles with his helmet off. I really hope these guys can get back to practice. And according to reports from Stacey Dells yesterday, Caleb Williams and the starters will be playing against the Bills on Saturday. Really hoping that Darnell Wright injury doesn't complicate things. Larry Borum took his place today, and it would be either Borum, Matt Pryor, or Jake Curran starting in Darnell's place. Really would like to see one of those guys have a big game and win that swing tackle job. But how do you guys feel after 14 practices? Let me know in the comments below. Again, thanks to BetUS for sponsoring today's video. I also did a quick 5-minute recap of last night's first episode of Hard Knocks. And I have a ton more content on the way. Please hit that like button for me, guys. Stay tuned. And until next time, bear down.